Hi, welcome back to Conversations with the Stylist with Carrie and
Jennifer.
We're so excited you're back.
Yay!
I've been hearing great comments from you about the difference this is making, and you love our little tips and tricks. We're going to keep giving them to you. And if you have any questions, put them in DM us or put them in the comments, and we'd love to cover what your questions are. So we're on a theme here, which is we're in the middle of our online course called Your Curated Style, which is going awesome.
Amazing.
And the people are loving it and getting so much out of it. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we just did at Module 5, which is how to shop. And we want to kind of talk to you today about bad things to do when shopping, right? Like what mistakes people make.
Those bad habits that come with you when you go shopping that we need to break.
Yeah. And then we can also talk about things to do.
Yes.
So let's just jump in. So, bad habits.
Bad habits. Not going dressed up to the mall in regards to hair and makeup and looking and feeling good when you're shopping, right?
Yeah, that's the number one tip to do is make sure before you go shopping that you have your hair done and you have your makeup done, because there's too many other challenges going on that if you look great, you're gonna feel great about yourself. And then when you try something on that doesn't work, you know it's not you. It's actually the article of clothing.
Yeah. And with that, I will say also, I know it's comfy, but don't go shopping in your workout clothes. Yeah, in your athleisure, in your leggings, whatever it may be. Go in maybe a nice pair of jeans.
Yeah.
That way, if you do try on that awesome shirt or
you
blouse
have something
or
to go with
anything,
it.
Exactly, you can see it instead of imagining.
I love that. Which kind of brings me to what I talked about today was shopping and clothing it's all wrapped up in our self-worth, which I think is important to talk about.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Because if you don't feel good about yourself, no amount of clothes are going to help that.
No.
And the right thing could fill you up a little bit, but you've got to start from within. And your self-worth determines how much you're going to spend on an item of clothing, how where you're going to allow yourself to shop. Like, oh, I could never.
How you feel when you walk into that store.
And other people persuading you, saying, oh my gosh, you look stunning in that. You have to buy it, even though you're like, this isn't me.
Which on that point, I love it. I mean, I was going to say I love it more in that I have kids now that I do this, but I did it before the kids. I love going shopping alone. It is me time. It is time for me to concentrate on myself, what I want to get out of that shopping trip, and just do it on my own pace. If I want to spend a little longer in the store, great. I'm not catching up with a girlfriend and moving on to the next thing.
Right. Or being talked into something by a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because our friends and our family had different perceptions of who we are. And then, so they're used to our habits too. So they want to see us the way that they've always seen us, which may not express us.
And it may not be who you are anymore.
Right, true that. And so I think that's a good point. I feel like there's a couple different ways to shop. So there's going to have lunch or brunch with a girlfriend and then hitting a few stores. That's completely different than the shopping we're talking about, which is building your first impression, building a solid, amazing wardrobe that lights you up and makes you feel great.
Even just updating your closet is as important.
Yeah.
So what other bad habits do we do when we go shopping?
Oh my gosh. Don't trust the lighting or mirrors in the fitting rooms.
They lie.
They're terrible. I don't think companies invest enough money in that to make you feel great. So if you like something enough, take it home and see how it looks in your lighting, in your mirror. Oh, another bad habit. People don't return things that don't look good on them. So they take them home.
Yeah.
And they never wear them, and then they sit in their closets with tags on them. How many closets have you been in with tags?
So many.
It's such a waste of money. And then people think, oh, well, I could never spend that much money on a top. Well, you just did with all the things you never wore.
Points.
Right?
That is a great point.
Like invest in a top that you love and you want to wear every single day rather than buying the cheap stuff that doesn't make you feel good. So that goes back to self-worth also, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could only spend $100 on a top. I would never spend more. And then you have $600 tops in your closet that you don't even feel good in. You might as well have spent, I don't know, $250 or $300 on one top that you want to wear every single week.
I will say that's something that I preach, and I even do for myself. I try not to look at price tags for me, but it's really more like I give myself the budget. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to spend more than this much money, let's say for fall, winter. And when I go shopping, I'm conscious of my total when I get to the register, but I'm not really, I'm trying not to say, okay, I can't get that blazer because it's, let's say, $200.
Yeah.
If at the end of the day that blazer makes me feel amazing and everything else was cheaper, I got on sale, whatever it is, I'm not past my budget, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So I love that advice. Don't look at price tags until the end, until you've determined if you love it, because I know I used to do this, and I'm sure a lot of other people do it, is you look at the garment, and if you even like it a little bit, you look at the price, and then you determine, do I like it that much? Well, what if the price wasn't an issue? What if you just had to say, I love it, I don't love it, and then go on to the price? Because if you love it, you might be willing to spend $50 more, or you might be delighted that it isn't anything more.
Yeah.
And if you don't love it, it doesn't matter how much it costs. But people talk themselves into it, right? So if it's cheap enough, oh, that's cheap enough, I'll just get it.
Yeah.
Even though you're never gonna wear it.
Yeah.
So we could go on for days and days.
We really can, but I feel like it goes back to kind of what we started. Be open-minded.
Be open-minded.
Right, in regards to pricing.
Yep.
Another key point, I feel, have a plan.
Have a plan before you go shopping.
Yeah.
Yep. Know what you need or what you'd like, unless you're just going with girlfriends, in which case, just browse. That's fun too.
Yeah.
So we hope this helps. We may do like a 10,000 part series on shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's
we
so
can
much.
just keep going. Exactly.
Just keep going. But that's why we did it in the course, and we talked about our favorite brands and our favorite stores and our designers and how to shop online, and we go really in depth. So if you are drawn into this conversation and you want to go deeper, check out Your Curated Style, links in bio. You can get on the wait list. We probably will open up the course again in a few months, and we'll let you know. Have an awesome day and happy shopping.
Bye.
Bye.